Live, where news comes first. This is WECT News.
Hello again, everyone. Thank you for staying with us tonight at 5:30. I'm John Evans. New tonight, the state continues to repair roads and bridges damaged during Hurricane Helene. And a new report shows that work could delay projects around the rest of North Carolina. WECT's Ariana Bertolotti is taking a closer look at that report. And Ariana, could this have an impact on a project that we've reported on, that possible replacement of the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge?
Well, John, the report doesn't specifically name which projects could be delayed, and our local Department of Transportation office says it's too early to tell. The report is from TRIP, a transportation research nonprofit, and it details how much money will be needed to make repairs on western North Carolina and what that means for the rest of the state. It's believed at least $1 billion will be needed to spend money on the roads and bridges there, possibly taking money from other projects already on the books. It's one reason why the State Chamber of Commerce said today it supports public-private partnerships like toll roads to cover the costs and prevent delays. The Chamber of Commerce also says the state should focus on helping everyone.
That we have to have the resources to do both things. We must continue to support recovery in Western North Carolina, and we must continue to make investments in the transportation network statewide. The NC Chamber is committed to advancing both of these efforts.
Now, as for a toll bridge, we already know that going that route is the best way to pay for replacing the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge. Of course, it's an idea that divides local leaders. Ariana Bertolotti, WECT News.